Right, yep, hi all, 21st of August 2025, located in Bournemouth, Dorset, UK. Bunch of my vintage Tamiya cars and also a Traxxas sledgehammer. So I'll have a quick look at them now. I'm happy to post them globally, always insured and tracked via Royal Mail though. That way everyone's covered. PayPal or bank transfer, or you can collect cash on collection, doesn't really matter. Any option's fine, as long as you have the money, it's all good. So let me have a quick look at each of these then. Now most of these are running the old-fashioned, probably 27 or 40 megahertz transmitters, which I do have one of, so I could potentially try it if needed. However, if it's got all the gear in, then it will work, simply put, because I did use all of these 3 or 4 years ago roughly, when I was sort of playing around with various Tamiyas. Right, hopefully I can get this on camera. First of all, let's go to the gold, which is the Nissan King Cab, and I'll keep coming back to the camera just to make sure it's in focus, etc. So it comes with a BT's bag, original King Cab. It's got reasonable back tyres, and again, you make the decision if you think it's worth it. Obviously, I'm just going to give you the basic description. Half worn fronts, good suspension, new torque tuned motor. And I say new, I put it when I bought this, a number of years ago. I put it in and used it a couple of times, and that was it. So it's, going to be like pretty much mint basically. It's got a nice chassis, obviously various marks, etc. Shell's been a bit battered. Let me remove that quickly. I'll try not just to keep this video too long, but if anyone wants any details or photographs, be specific, and I can send whatever you want. So as long as you're not a time waster, happy days. So the shell is definitely a bit battered, a bit taped, but absolutely usable. Chassis, I would say, is pretty clean. It's got modern Tamiya TBLE02S speed controller, which is obviously set suitable for brushless, and the modern receiver that I use. So yeah, that's the 3-channel one. 2.4 gigahertz receiver, that's what I mean. And servo, basically it works, and it's really smooth and all the rest of it. So that's really nice. That's the first one. Next one is one of my all-time favourites. It's the Terra Scorcher. So as you see, it's got the box over there and a spare body shell and spoiler. And in the box, it's also got the Tamiya Terra Scorcher sort of carton, the labelled carton in the middle. So you've got that as well. So in here, this one I've used. This in here was absolutely really, really, really fabulous. 4-wheel drive, all works basically. It's obviously had some repair on the front, if you can see it. But again, if you need photograph specifics, let me know. Oil-filled shocks. Let me pop that off. Yep, so you've got in here the 27 megahertz receiver, old-fashioned. This has got to be 25 years old. I was using these when I was back about 18 years old, sorry. And then the motor department, we have the black canned Tamiya sports tuned motor as well, which would be an original. That basically will work. Simply put, that will work. So that's good to go. Love that. And all the 4-wheel drive mechanism is still there. And that's how it's got the box as well. So that's that one. Next up is the Vanquish, and as you see, you've got a box for it there as well. There's a few bits and bobs in the box, nothing particularly exciting. Let me remove this. So it's got it's got original Tamiya tyres. It's got some cracking, but they're in really, really good condition on the grip wise. But there was some cracking on the outside. But bear in mind, this model is very old. Tamiya sport tuned motor. Got a nice shell with driver. Inside you've got electronic speed controller, which is probably quite old. Bit of chocolate block, looks a bit crap, but equally it's nice and neat with a nice black sport tuned motor in there. You've got 27 megahertz vintage receiver, servo. Basically, this is based on the This is basically extremely similar to the Avanti 2001 chassis, which has a flat chassis. This has more plastic on it, a little bit cheaper. But all the components there, all the 4-wheel drive parts look there. So there'll be no reason why that one there won't work as well. So that's good. so it's nice to have the box with it. Next up, Tamiya Fire Dragon. Again, it's one of my favourites, original gold wheels. Pop that off. You've got a 27 megahertz receiver and a matching servo, manual speed controller, and you've got some sort of BRCA legal 27 turn sport tune motor. You have got some damage here, as you can clearly see. So I'm holding it more gentle now I see this damage. So yeah, there is some breakages here and here. Therefore, I need repair, which would definitely be repairable, or a new one of these base chassis. So, which isn't a bit of drama. I mean, let's just unscrew it and replace the both ends. So nothing major, but be aware that it has got some damage clearly to this sort of section. Otherwise, got really nice tyres on it. All the four-wheel drives in there. So once you repair that, there's no reason again why that on there won't also work. I'll be a bit more careful with that on there now. I know it's got the damage. Tamiya Madcap all-time classic. Absolutely battered spoiler, but yet never give up. These are lovely, absolute classics. Yeah, all looks good in there. You've got 27 megahertz Futaba receiver, manual speed control with a correct cover servo. There's no reason why that also won't work, and it comes with some sort of it's like some sort of Yokomo, if that's how it's pronounced, motor in the back. So some sort of sport tuned Yokomo motor in there, which is probably far too powerful for that speed controller, but that's what's in there. Original speed discs on there as well, and yeah, not bad, pretty reasonable. Get a few stones in there. That's pretty damn good, I'd say. The last thing, if you can see this, vintage sledgehammer Mark 1, and in the box here you've got some instructions, and you've also got the heavy duty electronic speed controller as well. I personally have not used this for an absolute long time, probably 15 years maybe, since I had a quick blast in it. But you've got a modern motor in there, and I say modern, that's probably 10 years old, but potentially not used. I think that came with some sort of ABSMA, that's how it's pronounced, car. I just lobbed it in there, I'm not sure why, but it's in there. You've got all the multiple suspension, you've got the white chassis, you've got the gold parts. This is the Mark 1. This is the Mark 1 version. It's all a bit stiff, but hasn't been used in so long, but it's all, look at that, absolutely sweet as hell. And the body shell is on like springs. So it's really cool. A bit of cracking on the tyres, but Traxxas tyres, original. Bear in mind it's massively old now. I would say that is pretty damn fabulous. Look at that. Not as popular as Tamiya's, but wow. It's got the steering servo in place, and inside there is some sort of very large Traxxas 27 megahertz receiver, and the battery cover and the clips. So it's all got the bits and bobs inside as well. Yeah, and obviously the box, but bear in mind it's quite a large box. And that is it. Yep, so it's all available, all for sale, all can be posted. And like I say, I'll always send it tracked and insured. That's a key part of any sales I were to do. And I've got loads of feedback on the various forums, and you can follow me on Gricey Boys Garage on YouTube. Respect.